Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this simple, lovely framed Ramadan calendar using a prayer mat and some envelopes. So let's get into it. So for this project you're going to need a frame with a board at the back of it. So I've already taken this off, but I'm just putting it here to show you. So you're going to need a frame whatever size you'd like, keeping in mind that you're going to need 30 spaces on it. So this frame that I have here, I purchased from Facebook Marketplace and it was really cheap and it's beautiful. It has like this gold and silver, which is the colors that I'm using in my decoration theme. 60 centimeters by 90 centimeters. So that's perfect for the size I want. You're gonna need a praying mat, but it has to be the really thin ones, the thin fabric ones, okay? You're gonna need a staple gun. If you don't have a staple gun, you can use Scotch tape or sticky tape. You're gonna need some twine. You're gonna need some pegs. You're gonna need some envelopes. And these are all optional here. It's stencils, some wooden numbers, some paint, some shimmer paints, and a stencil brush if using the stencils. So yeah, let's get started. If you're not able to source some envelopes that are the size you want, you're going to have to make your own. So you'll need some craft paper or whatever type of paper you like, some glue, scissors, and a pattern. I went ahead and got them photocopied. I decided to also drop some labels that I'll be cutting and gluing onto the centers of the lanterns, which will have the numbers of the days of Ramadan. So you'll need 30 in total. Here I photocopied them onto different colored sheets of paper. So let's go ahead and start making our lantern envelopes. So I just finished cutting these and I'm not gonna lie, that took a while. And so now I'll show you how to assemble them. Okay, so I finished assembling the cards and the envelopes. This would obviously be much easier and faster if you just bought some envelopes that you liked. And now it's time to decorate them. I got the labels, the 4 different colored labels cut, and now I'm going to use some paint and my stencils to do some designs. So for the label, I'm going to use this big mandala stencil and just color some white on top of them, and then I will glue the wooden numbers onto it. And for this upper part of the lantern, I probably am going to use one of these border stencils. So I take the particle board out of the frame and place it on the table. And now I'm just going to open my prayer mat and place it on top of it. Now I'm just going to turn it around and put it in place. This is the back side, and you're going to want to try and adjust it as much as possible in the middle. So once you're happy with the positioning of the MDF on the praying mat, you're going to want to hold the sides. If this is a permanent idea, you can just use the staple gun. If not, just grab some sticky tape or masking tape and go all around the edges. So since this is not a permanent idea for me, I'm going to use masking tape or sticky tape, whatever works. And I'll show you what that looks like soon. So I end up using masking tape and it's working really well. And so now I'm just gonna use some pre-cut tape here on the side and try and stick down the corners. This is what it looks like once it's been taped down. And now we're going to place the 30 envelopes onto it. I arranged the envelopes in the order and spots that I want. Now I'm just going to number them, and I'm also going to take the measurements of the positioning so that I know where to put my twine. Okay, so I wrote the numbers and I have ordered it the way I want. So now I'm just going to take my ruler and measure how far I want the cords to be. I've been hole punching using my very simple hole puncher. So I'm just making holes at the top of the lantern. And this is optional, of course, you don't have to do this. It's just more for aesthetic reasons. Now I'm just grabbing some jute string and I'm going to cut small, probably 10 centimeter sections and just make little bows on the lantern. So I went ahead and cut 6 strings and I'm placing it here, and what I'm going to do is measure it in the front first and tape it down on the sides and then turn it around and tape it down at the back, and then I'll take off the tape that's in the front. And you're going to want to make sure to cut longer than what you need because the string needs to go to the back. So about 20 centimeters overhang on both sides. I measured 6 for the first row, then 14 for each row after that. So now I'm going to do the other side. Turn it over, and that's what it looks like. So now I'm just going to pull really tightly, really tautly, and tape them down at the back. This is the back, and it's all taped up. You did it! Good job!
I did.
This was a really fun and technically easy project, especially if you had bought some pre-made envelopes. And I just really love the way it turned out. We ended up putting our little Muslim days of Ramadan peg dolls into the envelopes. And so each day we can open one and place it onto the Advent calendar. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.